We're continuing with the magic book and pamphlet collection of Lyle Laughlin, also known as Carlyle. Here's just a couple of pamphlets by John Rackenbaumer, published by Lloyd Jones, who should be a familiar name anyway. The Ascanio spread and about the handling of double cards. All right, in addition to that, there's some magazines. This is a program of a lot of people, including Lee Grable, Dante. There's some old Genie magazines. These are just one-off copies from about, here's some from the 80s. This one's from 1948. This one's from the 80s, so it's quite a spread. Several Genie magazines. And then here's some hardcover books. Watch This One by J.B. Bobo. The More You Watch by Oswald Ray. Hugard's Annual of Magic, 1938-1939. Now, for those, if you're interested in magazines, my dad collected and bound in a hardcover format here. I want to make sure I get this right. I think they're copies of Genie. Yeah. So here's copies of Genie magazine, and they are beautifully bound, and I think they were bound by the magazine publisher himself. This one goes from, this is volume, the volume number is stamped here. This is volume 4, September of 39 to August of 1940. So those are the Genie magazines. I have a total of 7 of these bound volumes of Genie magazine, going all the way, let's see, I don't see volume 7 here yet, but here's volume 6, and that's 1941, 1942. So great stuff here, and in very, very good condition. And very heavy, I might add. All right, here's some more magazines that are not necessarily bound, but nevertheless have been preserved and taken care of over the years. This is something called The Chronicles, which is a magazine that was, I guess, written, published, and put out by Carl Fulvis, who's a very noted educator. So I'm not going to go through here and see exactly what's here, but there's a good chance that my dad collected the entire run. This binder has got a magazine called The Pallbearers. I think that was from the 1980s, although it looks a lot older here, but MCM LXX, that's 1973 here in Roman numerals. Any event, a lot of material there. I mean, you need to live several lifetimes to get through all of this. Here's Hugard's Magic Monthly. That's a familiar name. Should be a familiar name. We have a lot of books there from Hugard. Again, lots and lots of content here. And this one is New Stars of Magic. Again, this is a Carl Fulvis publication. And again, a lot of great stuff. Probably very rare. And it's not going to do me any good. And it's time for me to part ways with it. So if you have an interest in any of that, please let me know. Oh, here's a couple more. They're everywhere. Another bound, hardcover bound collection of Genie magazines. 40s, mid 40s, 1944. This doesn't even have a cover. More Genie though. I guess they lost the hardcover for it, but it's nevertheless all bound together, and again, it's mid 40s. Antiques.